Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Creative Hub, and today we are going to learn the prepositions. This is the part 2 of this series. In this series we will study the types of prepositions in more detail. In part 1 we had seen the types of prepositions based on their function as well as based on their structure. So let's have a review of this. So in this video we are going to learn the types of prepositions in more detail. First of all, we will see the preposition of place. Here you can see some pictures which are showing the different positions. Do you know there are some rules that we have to follow and which help us to place the right preposition in the right place. The rule 1 is, when you refer to something with a surface, we use preposition on. Here are some examples. The clock hangs on the wall. The names of the deceased are on the tombstone. The books are on the desk in the study. The writing on the wall had to be removed. Rule 2. When you refer to something inside or confined, use the preposition in. Here are several examples. The manual is in the cupboard. Draw in the shed. The girls are in the shopping mall buying Christmas presents. The balls are in the jar in the shed. David left the book in the car. Rule 3. When you refer to a specific point, use the preposition at. Here are several examples. Rebecca is at work at the moment. Candace will meet David at 8 p.m. at the restaurant. The minister will meet at church for Bible study. I will meet Candace at midnight on New Year Eve. Of course, there are several more prepositions of place. However, they are easily identified, such as under, over, near, behind, outside, inside, and between. Here are several more examples of prepositions of place. The ball rolled under the cupboard. The boy jumped over the fence. The dog was near the swimming pool. The broom was behind the door. The puppy was outside the house. The cat was inside the house. Next we will see the prepositions of time. You must have seen, for telling the time we use these words in, on and at. Have a look at this picture. Preposition of time. The rules are, use in when you refer to years, months, seasons, centuries and time of day. For example, it is always hot in June. Rule 2. Use on when you refer to days, dates and specific holidays. For example, we go to church on Sunday. Rule 3. Use at when you refer to time exceptions and festivals or for an exact time. For example, I work best at night. I will meet you at 10 a.m. Next, we will see the prepositions of movement. Here you can see a picture in which a ball is showing different kinds of movements. For example, down the stairs, up the stairs, out of the box, into the box, towards the box, away from the box, past the box, over the box, onto the box, off the box, around the cube, under the box, along the road, across the road, and through the tube. Let's learn the various words used to show the movement of something. 2. Used to indicate a destination or direction. Example, the boys go to school in groups. Towards, in the direction of someone or something. She pushed her face towards him. Through, movement from one side to another. Example, David walked slowly through the woods. Into, movement that enters a space, usually when a verb that expresses movement. Don't put new wine in old bottles. Over, movement at a higher level than something else. He jumped over the wall. Across, movement from one side of something to the opposite side, like road or river. Example, the truck skidded sideways across the road. Along, movement of something in a line that follows the side of something long. He went for a walk along the beach at twilight. From, the place where someone or something starts. What time does the flight from Korea arrive? Around, movement in circles or in the vicinity of something. Her hair whipped around her face in the wind. Onto, movement to a position on a surface. I slipped as I stepped onto the platform. Up, movement to a higher position. She doesn't like riding her bike up these hills. Down indicates movement to a lower position. It's easier to run down the hill than go up. Now let's learn the rules of preposition of movement. Rule 1. When referring to movement from one side to another, use the preposition across. Example, the ball rolled across the field very quickly. Rule 2. When referring to movement from inside to outside or outside to inside, use the preposition through. The angry man put his fist through the wall. The car passed through the tunnel on its way to the airport. Rule 3. When referring to movement that enters or looks inside, use the preposition into. The crowd looked into the night sky to spot the shooting star. Rule 4. When referring to a specific direction of movement, use the preposition over, down, up, past, and around. See the examples. Now, let's see the preposition of possession. Do you know what is meant by possession? Possession means the belongings of someone. The main prepositions used to show possessions are of, with, and to. Some examples of prepositions of possession are: this is the property of my late husband. Candace met the boy with the dark sunglasses at the football game. The antique clock belongs to my mother. He is the friend of my classmate. I saw a girl with a pink dress. Now, let's learn the preposition of manner. This means how the things happens. The words used are by, on, in, with, like, as. For examples, you can go by bus. He went on foot. I like to travel on train. Please write in ink. He speaks in a low voice. He left in a hurry. I accept your invitation with pleasure. She greeted him with a smile. The car started with a jerk. He walks like an old man. He got a job as an elevator operator. Let's see some more examples of preposition of manner. Now we will learn the preposition of quantity or measure. For this, we can use the words like for and by. Prepositions of measure indicate the quantity of something with someone or something. Here are several examples of prepositions of measure. The fabric shop sells the material by the meter. Candace brought a kilogram of tomatoes for the salad. 1/3 of the world was destroyed by the meteor. Next is prepositions of agent or instrument. These prepositions indicate that an action conducted on a noun is caused by another noun. They are called prepositions of agent. Examples are Ramayana was written by Valmiki. Here you can see Ramayana is a noun, Valmiki is also a noun, and Valmiki wrote Ramayana, so the action is being done by a noun on the another noun. More examples. She was hit by a car while she was going to school. She graduated with an honors degree. I opened my closet with a key. She came to the school by car. Let's see some more examples of prepositions of agent or instrument. Preposition of source means the words which are used to show the source of something. For this, we can use the words like in, on, from, etc. Preposition of source indicate that something or someone originated from something or someone. These prepositions include from and by. Here are several examples of prepositions of source. Rachel receives money from her father in order to live comfortably. This note was written by my wife. He gave donation to charity from a grateful heart. Other than these 8 prepositions which we have studied, we can also see some more prepositions like preposition of direction, preposition of purpose, etc. Let's have a look on these words. Both for and to can be used to talk about somebody's purpose in doing something. However, the structures are different. Let's see some examples. We stopped at the pub for a drink. We stopped at the pub to drink. I went to London for a conference. I went to London to attend a conference. The same way, you can also find the prepositions for reason, preposition for cause, etc. In the previous video, we had also learned the types of prepositions based on their construction. Let's have a review of it. I hope you remember what are these prepositions, what are the kinds, and their definition. Let's have a short review. Simple prepositions. Prepositions which consist only of one word, example in, on, at, with, against, etc. Compound prepositions. Prepositions which consist of 2 or more words, example instead of, in the middle of, by the side of, etc. Double prepositions. When 2 prepositions are joined to make a single preposition, such prepositions are called double prepositions. Here are some examples of double prepositions: inside, outside, into, onto, upon, onto, within, without, amid. Examples are: outside the house lies a beautiful garden. It is up to us to find a way out. The dog jumped onto the bed. Once upon a time there lived a king. Prepositional phrases. Prepositions don't stand alone. They work in groups of words that we call prepositional phrases. The prepositional phrases begin with a preposition and ends in a noun and called the object of the preposition. Here are some examples. Let's have a look on these. Disguised prepositions are those that are not used in the sentences but are implied. They are found by changing the form of some prepositions. For example, by can be changed into be, on can be changed to a, and off can be changed into o. For example, 5 o'clock. Participle preposition. Participle preposition consists of participle that acts as preposition. They generally end in ing or en. Here you can see some examples of participle preposition in the given table. So, I hope you liked the video. In the next video, we will do practice of some confusing prepositions and will also do some exercises related to prepositions. Thank you.